Today we are in Dubai Marina to explore Airbnb investments. Is it still a good deal or not? Stay tuned and you'll see. So when you talk about Airbnb business here in Dubai, it's mainly two areas. It's the downtown and business bay. We have Burj Khalifa, but it's also Dubai Marina. And why are these two so popular? That's because all the tourists is gathering on these two places. It's like two centers. If we focus on Dubai Marina, because we're here today, if you see picture from Dubai, you see the famous Dubai Marina Walk. When you walk there and you have all the skyscrapers around it, it feels like a big city. And then you also have the GBR beach, which is a public beach. It's nice, you have the view.
You got the beach clubs, the restaurants, a lot of hotels.
Yeah, it's amazing there. So if you go here for the first time, you probably stay here. For long term, it's a good place to be as well because you have a lot of offices here and it's nice to live close where you work because you don't want to be stuck in the traffic. And you have gyms, supermarkets, everything around it. So it's really convenient.
In this channel, we practice what we preach, and what better way to explore the Airbnb market here in the Marina than actually staying in an Airbnb. So we are here today in the Sukun Tower. This is actually developed, the master developer here in these projects along this side of the Marina is MR. But it was built by the Delta Properties. It was done in 2014 or something like that. It was handed over. Some delays there because it was a couple of tough years. And now it's actually still looking very, very fresh. They've done some refurbishing here. And what we really enjoy with this apartment compared to the other one beds we stayed in Dubai is space.
It's so big.
It's like 950, 960 square feet, this property. You got the high ceiling. And you got the amazing view. Marina, when we're talking about the Marina, we're talking about views. And the main thing that dictates the prices is, can you see the water or not? And this apartment, you can see it, we're gonna show you. But the main view here is actually towards JLT and Sheikh Zayed Road, right? So the road here is going towards Dubai. We actually got the metro here on the other side. That's Shoba Realty's metro station there, taking you all throughout the main sites of Dubai, Emirates Mall, the Burj Khalifa downtown, all those places you want to go to, even all the way to the airport, actually. And this is quite interesting to see the different angles of, okay, you're still living in the Marina, you still got that nice view with the skyscrapers, but you don't really see the water. But still, we've been working from here now, and it's pretty nice, no, the view?
Yeah, what I like with this apartment is that no building is quite close to it. So you get a lot of light, as you can see. No building is covering the sun or the light.
Yeah, and that means a lot, right? And no one can really see into your apartment when you're going out from the shower and you have to
because that is a thing here in Dubai Marina. Some buildings quite close. So it feels like someone is watching you.
Definitely. And this is very much an Airbnb property, but we do like what they've done. They have put a little bit extra effort into the quality of like the towels, these small things. We've been staying in the Airbnb apartments, I don't know, like if you calculate all the days, it's probably for 2 years of our life. So we do see the difference of when they put a little bit more effort into the quality and when not. And even so with the furniture and so on.
And that's what we discussed as well. Like if you don't have the direct marina view, you have to do something else to attract the people.
Exactly, and I think they've done a good job here. And if I'm sitting over here, there you actually have the Marina view. It's going towards Marina Gate and the nicer part of the Marina. We've got a nice view of the mosque there, very soothing in the evenings when the call for prayer is happening. But all in all, Sukun Tower, we've been very positively surprised by the amenities. They are modern. There's a big gym, got a big pool. Pricing in this building can vary a lot as well. And we're gonna go through that later in the video to see, does it make sense investment-wise or not? Because this is the important piece in the Marina. View is one thing, yes. Location, where in the Marina is also important, but also the quality of the building. This is very important. Who is the developer? And especially if you're considering other options, say you want to invest in JLT even more so, that's where you have to be even more cautious of. Who is the developer? We have friends who've been staying in properties here where they have suffered from smells, suffered from noise from
ventilation.
Yeah, exactly, from ventilation and air conditioning. So it's very, very important to look at these details and rather pay a little bit higher price when you invest, is our opinion, to get the view you think is gonna benefit you or to have the quality you want.
And also go and visit the buildings and the units, because as Jacob said, it can differ a lot.
It can differ a lot. And we'll show you around like why we think this building actually makes a lot of sense. Even so, like you will get a cheaper price, you have this view, no people looking into the property, but when we go down, we're 1.5 minutes away from the Marina Walk, so you can enjoy all that stuff anyway. But yeah, all in all, 1 bed, massive living room, got a half built-in kitchen.
I think this is the good thing if you're buying an older apartment, because you get the more space. Because now, when you get the new apartments, they're smaller and smaller.
They're squeezing them tighter and tighter, a lot of them. And especially like we've seen some new studio apartments now coming out, which is like basically like hotel rooms, you know, and they're branding them, they're making them in decent locations. But if you look at the square feet price, it kicks away a lot, right? But we do enjoy this, and we have, as I said, we have been enjoying this space, and it's also a similar thing here in the bedroom, where you have space in and around the bed, you know, and you can actually have storage. You can fit our big suitcase in the wardrobes.
Yeah, and you can have a desk here to work here as well instead of this.
Instead of this, yeah. And even if, I mean, I don't know, it's soothing, I don't know, in some way to see all the traffic and all the hustle and bustle, especially when you work from home in the morning. We go up, drink coffee, and we just watch everyone commuting to work and enjoy the view, you know.
And you can see the traffic is really bad. Like you have 2 hours in the middle of the day, which is a little bit easier, but yeah, otherwise.
But this is September. This is September, right? So Dubai is all year around. It never ends.
But here you can see the view against the water. It's not too bad though. It's not like a small glimpse. It's quite big though.
Towards the canal walk, yeah. And you actually have the new townhouses they're building down there. Those are pretty nice. I bet they are a bit more expensive. But we're going to go through some more of the pricing, what we're paying right now when the season is starting to kick off, compared to how much you would pay for this type of property in high season when we're talking about Christmas times. But all in all, very positively surprised. We've been enjoying ourselves in this apartment. Okay, we're down now by the famous Marina Walk. The sun is setting, and this is the vibe. This is why you're coming down to the marina. The Sukun Tower that we've been looking at, it's actually the building just behind here. So you can see how close it is. It took us, I don't know, 2 minutes to get down to here. And seeing as the price is probably a lot less than the buildings around us here, I think it's quite a good deal. You're still gonna be in the marina, but you're not gonna see this view directly from the apartment. The Marina Mall is actually only 5 minutes away from here as well. So it's actually location-wise, probably one, if we would decide on where to stay or invest in the marina, it would probably be towards this side, towards the Marina Gate. So great location, and hopefully this gives you a sense of like where we're located right now. Let's talk about costs and pricing then. This type of apartment with a view not facing the marina, price-wise today, if you would have something similar, you're looking at 1.6 to around, well, 1.9.
Yeah, 2 million.
Almost 2 million dirhams, depending on the quality.
It also depends on, like, this apartment has a lot of windows and a lot of lights. Of course, you can get a little bit cheaper if you don't have that much big windows. Again,
differs a lot on depending on the building. If you want to have the marina facing side, we're talking around 2.2 million dirhams for same size. So it differs quite a lot. And that's also seen on the square feet price, where not marina facing would be around 1,700 dirham per square feet, whilst if you're looking at the marina, you're talking about 2,200, 2,300 per square feet, right? But then, of course, everything else you can increase the prices on as well.
Yeah, and it depends on the floor plans, the building itself as well. So, but now we're just looking at this kind of apartment.
This one, yeah, exactly. And then long-term rentals for this building specifically, if you want this apartment on an annual contract, you'll be looking at 130 to 140,000 dirhams. And that is not included in service charges, depending on what agency you have. And then also there's a lot of running costs throughout the year.
Yeah, Wi-Fi, Diva, maintenance fees.
Maintenance fees, yeah, there's a lot. So depending on some buildings we found have really nice amenities with pools and stuff, but then the hidden fees is, of course, in the maintenance and the service fees, management fees. So that's what you will be paying today. As for the Airbnb option, right? So we did some calculations on it. So it all depends on the seasons. So you have kind of the season in Dubai is increasing every year.
Yeah, the first time we were here, it was like November to February, March maybe, because people thought it was too hot during that period. Now people is getting more tougher, I will say, and want to have their heat. So now I will say from end of September to end of May.
Yeah, and people are here year round these days, which is fantastic. So, but if we're conservative, we say maybe 6 months of the year is season, and then 6 months is off season. If you then calculate an occupancy of 70% over the year, what we're looking at in this apartment specifically here in September on the off season, and we're paying around 80 to 90 euros per night.
Yeah.
Whilst if we wait to the on season, we're looking at
160, 170 euro per night.
Yeah, so double that price, right? So if we take that calculation, 70% occupancy, 160 and then 80 euros, we're looking at around 30, 32,000 euros of revenue per year. And if we're talking about an investment, this unit here up around 1.8 million, it's around 7% ROI. Then again, you need to also look at your specific costs. Service fees to Airbnb.
Yeah, maintenance fee as well.
Exactly, and Airbnb has basically two models. They have the split fee and they have the single fee.
Yeah, so it depends on what you want to do. If you want to take the cost to the people who rent it, or if you want to take the cost by yourself.
Yeah, so that's where you have to make your apartment. The longer you have it on the market, the better the rating, the more you can expect as well. But all in all, after cost, we're probably looking at around 6% here. Now, again, conservative estimates, of course. And it's important to note as well that this region has, and this district has been very, very successful when it comes to occupancy on Airbnb. And that's why people keep on investing here, because it's very stable. And then if you want to rent it out on a yearly contract, it would still be around quite similar ROI rates. 130,000 to rent out a year on a 1.7, 1.8 million dollar investment, dirham investment, you would have a pretty good ROI as well.
And the different sites you can rent it out to is Bayut or Property Fine is probably the biggest one. And then you'll have the service charge or service fee, which is around 5%, but that's the people who rented it.
That's the agency, they would pay it to the agency. So if you have more queries about this, we're going to do another video more specifically on like tips and tricks on how to rent short term and how we're getting good deals here in the UAE, because we tried both the long term, we tried buying, and we tried the short term, right? So we want to give you it all in the channel and the different options as we're exploring our next investment here in Dubai. If you have suggestions, let us know.
And then see you in the next time.
Ciao.